Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. In this episode of Cycling Insider, I want to talk about another interesting bike from Focus Bikes, and this time it's going to be the 2019 Focus Izalco Max Disc 8.8. So as you already know, Focus is a famous German bike brand. You could see Focus bikes on the world tours, ridden by some professional cycling teams. And Focus, in my opinion, is always famous for producing really quality carbon fiber frames and forks. But kind of a minor negative thing is that when you check the warranty of Focus bikes, basically frames and forks, you see it's a 6-year warranty. I wish that Focus would move on to the lifetime warranty, because they are a big bike manufacturer and they should be able to offer a lifetime warranty, especially when we speak about the bikes of this price range is basically 3,439 British pounds. So it is a bit of an expensive bike, and that's why I believe they should offer a lifetime warranty. Speaking about the price, as I said, I'm on the UK website, so it's 3,440 British pounds, but a quick Google search can immediately give you offers for this bike of about 3,000 British pounds. So that's why I'm always saying, if you go to your local bike shop, you should easily be able to negotiate, I would say 15 to 20% off the bike price, and that's why I would consider that this bike should go for something like 3,000 British pounds. That would be approximately $4,000 US for all the people across the pond. So let's consider this price bracket when we speak about this bike. And make no mistakes, it's not a cheap bike, but I'll explain why you should definitely consider this bike when we dive into the specs and the components of this bike. So let's see what Focus is offering for approximately 3,000 British pounds. Let's start with the frame and fork. So we have a carbon fiber frame and fork from Focus, and this time it's their Max technology, so it's the highest level of carbon fiber that Focus does. And from my experience, Focus really does good and quality carbon fiber frames and forks, and they usually end up very light. So this frame and fork is already prepared for the 12mm through axles, which are included on this bike on the wheel set, and they come with the Focus own patented system of this RAT 12mm through axles, which basically you can now close and open the same way as you would do the classical wheel set with a quick release. So that's a very nice technology that Focus developed. Checking out the handlebars, it's BBB Deluxe aluminum handlebars, so nothing special about these classical aluminum handlebars. If you are upgrading, you can always jump to a carbon fiber ones. Saddle is from Pro Logo Scratch, and as I always say, saddles are easy to replace if you don't like this one. Seat post on this bike is the Focus Aero carbon seat post. The main thing here is that it's a carbon fiber seat post, which I personally like, and I think all the manufacturers should start including quality carbon fiber seat post, just because it makes your ride a little bit more smoother. Tires on these bikes are Vittoria Rubinho 25C. Vittoria is a famous tire manufacturer. You'll see a lot of them on the World Tour bikes. And once when you use these tires, you can always switch to something like Continental if you want a bit more quality tire. Focus didn't give a bike weight here on their website. I mean, they gave a bike weight, but they just probably had a little glitch on the website, because it says the bike weight is 12345 kilograms, so it would be something like 12.3 tons, which I don't think it's gonna happen. Probably this bike is somewhere in the range of 7.5 kilograms, which is perfectly fine. Brake system on this bike, we have Shimano Ultegra hydraulic disc brakes, so absolutely perfect disc brakes. And finally, Focus has included 160mm rotors, both front and back. I mean, I say finally because you can notice that a lot of bike manufacturers are kind of cutting corners with including 140mm rotors at the back, so that's like does make sense. 160mm rotors won't overheat, and that's why I think everybody should include them. Crankset is the Shimano's Ultegra crankset, 5236 chain rings. And if you pair it with the cassette here, which is a Shimano Ultegra 1130 cassette, you don't have any problems in climbing steep mountains. But as always, you can change this cassette to something like 1132, 1134. So you can always combine with Shimano's mountain biking range like XTR cassette or XT cassette. Chain on this bike is also on the Shimano Ultegra level chain, so they didn't cut corners on the cassette and the chain, which I truly love. And when you see at the whole group set, we have a Shimano Ultegra mechanical group set. So the shifters, front mech and rear mech are all Shimano's Ultegra mechanical group set. And an interesting component of this bike is the wheel set. So Focus has included a carbon fiber wheel set from Novatec and the Novatec hubs. So this is a 12mm through axles with 20mm inner rim width. I can't comment on the durability of Novatec hubs. If anybody has any experience with these wheel sets, please leave a comment below so you can help some other listeners. So as I say, maybe do a bit of research just to see what's the reliability of these Novatec hubs. But all in all, it's very interesting to include this carbon fiber wheel set on this price range of about 3,000 British pounds or about 4,000 US dollars. So all in all, I definitely think you should consider this bike and test ride it if you are somewhere in the kind of 3,000 pounds purchasing range, 4,000 US dollars, because as I say, carbon fiber frame and forks from Focus are usually high quality stuff. This is a 6-year warranty on the frame and fork. You have a mechanical Shimano Ultegra group set, so everything from shifters, front mech, rear mech, chain rings, cassette, and the chain. So absolutely brilliant. And the nice touch of this bike is definitely the carbon fiber wheel set from Novatec. And also you have hydraulic disc brakes from Shimano Ultegra. So I think this is going to be it for today. I'll leave all the links in the video description. And if you like what I'm doing, please do subscribe. I'll be making more of these videos. And as always, I will see you soon in the next episode. Pura Vida!